Hey gang, Jimmy D here, and in today's video, we are going to grab our rewards points by playing a Game Pass game called Kona to Brume, where unfortunately it is leaving Game Pass here on April 30th. So I figured why not grab a couple of achievements or trophies or whatever you guys get in Switch and Steam. And with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and start up our game. Like I said, guys, leaving April 30th. Another game that's leaving on April 30th is a game called The Rewinder, which I have 100% completion towards, and I will leave a link in both the descriptions and in the comments to that playlist. Probably take an hour, maybe two, to complete it. But let's go ahead and press A and start up a new game. We're going to go with the survivalist mode, guys. If you want to continue to go through this game, you will have to be in the survivalist in order to grab all the achievements. Minimal or full, doesn't matter. If you guys have played Kona 1, which I also offer 100% completion in my playlists, you will understand where we are in this game.
I must take a moment today to thank the boldness of our government and our shareholders.
William Hamilton built his venture on the ashes of the Second World War. The copper mine he envisioned was ransacking the First Nations' ancestral territories, drawing the wrath of the local people. It definitely took nerves of steel to stay the course, despite all this hostility. Before long, in the face of William Hamilton's cold and uncompromising stance, the petitions and peaceful protests turned into sabotage, vandalism, and other criminal acts. The industrialists' private properties also encountered the wrath of the demonstrations. Carl Faubert, a veteran of the Korean War, was hired from Montreal as a private detective to shed some light on this whole thing. But at the end of his long journey to northern Quebec, the detective did not only encounter property damage, he also came face to face with the corpse of William Hamilton.
Yes,
the strangeness only kept building throughout the investigation. A powerful, unseasonable blizzard hit the region. Bodies frozen in unbreakable ice appeared. The local fauna began to act strangely and aggressively. Carl Faubert began to doubt his own sanity. The detective felt the weight of a gaze, as if he were at the mercy of a powerful, feral creature waiting for the right moment to attack. Carl's fear was taking over, overpowering his reason. He was giving in to delirium. In that instant, he thought that the dark waters of the lake might shield him from the shapes that pursued him. From there, he had a renewed hope in civilization, or whatever was left of it.
And we continue to play as Carl Faubert. Guys, you're going to want to aim your boat basically west between the moon and that spire that we can see on the left.
Carl knew that on one of these shores stood William Hamilton's lavish mansion, and there the detective had hopes of finding a way out of the area. A phone, a truck, who knows? Under the luxurious paneling and damask carpets, he might be able to find answers to his questions.
Really don't have control at this point, guys.
The detective wondered about the floating debris. Had it drifted out from the shore, or had it been abandoned there in the middle of nowhere?
The game is going to bring you where you need to go.
Carl saw a boat in the distance, clearly piloted by one of his own. Had he finally made it to civilization? His hopes were immediately drowned out by the sound of gunshots. Time to flee again, and fast.
We'll go ahead and swim forward, guys. You will eventually see like moonlight coming
Carl
through the
swam
water.
without a thought. Yet each
Here
stroke
on our
was
left.
desperate. The icy water and his wounds made him feel weaker.
Head towards that moonbeam, I guess you could say. And make it up on shore. You will see those lights in the distance. And let's head toward them.
The bleeding and the hypothermia were tearing at Carl's poor body. When he finally saw a light in the distance, he was filled with a faint sense of hope. Could it be a refuge?
Just keep heading towards that cabin, towards the lights, guys. You'll stay alive. And through the door. First things first, guys. Oof. Yeah. Let's grab that first aid kit right here. And then tap up on your D-pad and tap A to use that first aid kit. You'll notice that that cross is now full, but we're still cold as hell. So let's go ahead and grab these logs here and place them in the fireplace. And now our life and heat, if you will, are filled up. So let's turn to the left. As in this game, there is a whole slew of collectibles. If you've played Kona 1, you will know this. Let's grab the pistol or revolver here in this center drawer and close up our inventory. Grab the bullets that are right here. Ammunition on this shelf. Grab the note on the table from Charles. And go ahead and read it. Close it up and then grab the flashlight. Like I said, guys, all sorts of collectibles in this game.
A flashlight to chase away the darkness. The batteries, unfortunately, would run out sooner rather than later.
And we'll be grabbing
Keep his eyes open.
batteries all over the place. Let's walk over to the toolbox here and open it up. And inside the toolbox, let's grab these spare
Once
parts.
his injuries were treated,
You'll
Carl
need
suddenly
them
felt
if you
very
played this game
relaxed.
further on.
A few hours of sleep would be just the ticket.
Close that up and then grab this note. The locksmith receipt. And then we can grab the hatchet here on the pegboard, I guess you could say. First of many weapons that we need to grab. Turn left and then grab the batteries that are here on the nightstand. And then let's grab a couple hours of sleep in a nice warm bed. And boof, day 2. Tap your A button. Just so you know, guys,
struggled to wake up. His makeshift bandages offered him little
lighting
time.
any
If he
fire
wanted to
will
find the
create
truth,
a save
he had
point.
to get to Hamilton Manor without delay.
Whether it be here or in the field. But let's head to the table and grab the journal.
The journal was the rock to hold on to in a rushing waterfall of memories. A tool Carl was happy to have back.
And the camera, as we will need it. If you guys have played Kona 1, you know you will need it. The wonderfully retro camera. Let's go ahead and close. And yep, like it says, use your left or press up on your D-pad to open up your quick inventory. Let's go ahead and equip the hatchet for now.
Carl left his refuge, knowing that he was headed to a more comfortable but otherwise ominous place. Hamilton's mansion.
That's right. So, from here, guys, we need to head northwest. Towards that tree that's kind of leaning. And if you're wondering where northwest is, guys, it's top center of your screen. You can click in on your left thumbstick to kind of jog. See that person running, guys? That is your go ahead and grab the batteries. Can't think of the word, guys. Head out. And there's a path here, and there is also a path here. We're going to head down this second path and head basically in a southwesterly direction. You'll notice this log right here in front of us with some rocks. Let's head towards that and up in between. And then you'll notice kind of a leaning tree with a tall rock formation, which is actually a statue.
These stones came from a long time past. From
This
a local
statue
people who had an
is
organic
called
relationship
what
with
is
these
it?
lands. Carl felt somewhat
In
reassured by the construction.
Uksuk. Let's open up our map now, guys. And we are going to set a waypoint now to this small building right here. Tap A. And then go ahead and head towards it. And just a tiny bit left here, guys. You can see a fence up in the distance. That's where we need to head. As right here is our first herb of 20 that we need to grab. All right. Now, let's close that out.
Labrador tea, scientific name Rhododendron groenlandicum, could be found throughout northern Quebec and was consumed mainly as an infusion.
Let's press start and then open up our map. This time, guys, we're going to set our waypoint to these two small little icons right here. I'm going to kind of take it, head towards this rock, and then up the hill. And then you're going to see a couple of tents down here.
Black bears were known more for their skittish nature
He's a
and their
sissy.
love of berries than for their aggressiveness. Still, it was important to be careful.
Let him head away. I'm on Duke. There you go, buddy. Let's go ahead.
Bears are shy creatures. Until one day, for no apparent reason, they react aggressively to feeling threatened. That day is often your last.
Yes, it is. Let's head to the fire here, guys. And light it up by pressing A. Again, that is our save point. And let's grab this note here on the sleeping bag. And close it out. And let's back off here a little bit here, guys. And tap up on your D-pad and let's break out our camera as we need to take a picture.
There was something the detective found charming about the mechanism of the instant cameras.
Use your left trigger to aim and right trigger to take a picture. You know you've done it right if it has that keep on the bottom right. So let's tap A, keep. And then from here, guys, we are going to follow our compass. You can press B to put that away. And then now we are going to go and follow the compass. Yeah, it's behind us here, guys. We're going to follow the compass just a little bit northwest here. To this
Carl tried to put
looks
the horror
like a
in perspective.
cat of
Accidents
some
happen,
sort.
and in the inhospitable far north,
Okay.
it happens more often than not.
And then what
Unless
we need to
feeling
do
of
here
déjà vu
is
stayed with him.
break out our
The
camera.
carnage was not over.
Camera, there it is. And now we're going to take a picture of the frozen body. Remember, if it says keep, you did it right. So we can tap A. Turn to the left a little bit here, guys. And it looks like an M60 type machine gun. Let's go ahead and take a picture of that. And keep that. Put your camera away and let's go ahead and head up to this guy and inspect his body. As there is a whole bunch of stuff we can inspect here, but what we really want is in his pocket here, the key card.
An access card, a rather modern piece of technology, especially for a mining complex in the far north. What could it possibly open?
We will find out, guys. We can back off from the frozen guy and break out your camera one more time, as we need to take a close-up picture of him now. Take the picture and keep it. Back out with your B button and then head inside the snowcat here. And yep, there's a Geiger counter in here, which we will need, as well as a protective bag. And here on the armrest is another note.
What were these mysterious fragments? And why was there a warning about the Brume? This letter raised more questions than it answered.
It's true. Go ahead and press B to back out. You're going to automatically head through the snowcat. Let's turn right back around and head through again. Check out the light machine gun. But my memory is that short, guys. Let's go ahead and break out our camera and take a picture of the light machine gun, the M60. Yep. And then here at the M60, go ahead and press B to back out. You will see a small path. Let's head up this small path. And yeah, a secured area.
The security was more reminiscent of a Korean military base than a mining operation.
Since we have that access card, let's go ahead and use it. On the gate, press and hold A. Then open it up and follow the trail or path to this building here, guys. It's more like a bunker, if you ask me. Open up this little chest. Grab the first aid kit, as well as the pistol, which gives us some more ammo. And, of course, some batteries. Check out that gas mask.
Carl had tried out older models as an infantryman. He hardly saw the need for such equipment to protect against simple ore dust.
We'll back off from here, guys. Sure, there is nothing left for you to grab. And head out the door. And let's follow that path back up through the gate. And back to the snowcat. And head on through. This time, guys, we're going to take the left and follow this wooden path up. Grab our next herb.
Black crowberry has long been a part of the diet of the Innu of Quebec, who consumed it to protect themselves from the cold.
Close this out, and now we're going to follow the path up. Kind of follow the fence slash path. We are going to see a wolf up ahead.
Wolves do not attack people. Still,
this is true. So let's head to the left and follow this fence here. And to the right, to this kind of blurry fence that we can see. And head to the right again. And just follow this path forward. Till we reach the gate. And go ahead and open it up. And
This was the mansion
oof.
of the late William Hamilton. No
We
doubt about
reached
it.
the Hamilton
There's
mansion.
no other rich industrialist in the area to have a sumptuous mansion built in the middle of nowhere.
All right, guys. At this point, we can go ahead and return to the main menu. Quit our game. Turn in our rewards for the day. At home. And for continued rewards, continued achievements and trophies, and continued videos, guys, you know what buttons to press. But as always, have a great day. See ya.